Very quick update on the hempcrete prototype build. So structure's coming together, as you can see here. Do more on that in another video, I think. So here was a quick demo I did, just to try and figure out the hempcrete. So we got a stud wall here, and then around that stud wall, I just put some boards, made a form, and then mixed the hempcrete. So that was 40% meta-kaolin, 60% hydrated lime from the Depot kind of B&Q store. Mixed it in the barrel, which you're kind of not supposed to, but I saw one video where someone did it and it kind of worked alright. Mixed the powder together with water and then let that mix up, and then batch in the hempcrete. Stop it every so often and really mix it up with your hands and scrape it off the sides, and then so yeah, it's going to take you longer. It's probably better one of the pan mixers, I guess. We're going to rent one of those when we do this. But then just tipped it in, packed it around the outsides as they do, 2 inches at a time, just spread it out. Super nice to work with, smells like Horlicks, if you do that. It's kind of like a warm milky drink you have before you go to bed. And then I don't think anyone really believes that it's going to hold together, so I didn't believe it was going to hold together when I took the form off, and there it was, like beautiful. It was like kind of a Rice Krispie treat or something when I first took it off. It was still quite soft, you know, you could put your thumb into it. But this was probably 5 or 6 days ago now, and it is rock solid. So I think it's got a good, and I didn't even wait that long before I put the lime on, because I wanted to check the lime plaster, because I wanted to check that, just you know, to see it work. And you know, it's been absolutely boiling now. It's 36 degrees up here, and it's almost 40 degrees down the bottom of the hill. So really warm, dry out really fast, I'm sure, especially a small sample open-sided like this. The lime render, again, wasn't too sure about the mix, so I mixed even less meta-kaolin. I think it was like 30% to 70%. Actually, I used lime putty, so I'll go over that in a minute. I'll show you the lime putty. But so basically, with the plaster, you don't want it to dry out as you want it to dry out as slow as possible, because it will just crack and come off. So the lime itself will suck all the moisture up. So if you just mix the dry lime in a barrel, the hydrated lime, I'm not sure about the hydraulic. If you just mix it in a barrel, then with water and sand to make the plaster, the stucco they call it in America, render, plaster, stucco. In the mix, when you put it on there, the lime's just going to suck all that water out, so it's going to dry really fast and crack out. So this is the putty. So made this en masse, because we're going to use a lot of it. So this is basically just the hydrated lime from the Home Depot store, dropped in water. So you can see, like, just in a few days, this creates this putty. It just starts to suck all that water up. So now when you put that in the plaster, it's not, the lime's not going to suck any more water up. Supposedly the longer you leave this, the better. So you could leave this for 2 years and you end up with a better putty. With that putty, I mixed it 30% meta-kaolin, which is the bazolin that helps the hydrated lime cure, with a 70% putty and 2.5 parts sand. Mix that all together just with a drill mixer. I didn't do it in the barrel because I was doing a little bit. And then just put it on. So this is about 1 centimeter thick. So I believe when you really do it, if you want to do 3 coats, so you do kind of they call it like a scratch coat, I think a brown coat, and then a final coat. What I've seen a lot of people do is they do 2 coats, and then they use the putty on its own, and you just spread the putty on, so you get a really nice smooth final layer, which is really good for sealing against water. Also, another texture that I thought looks fantastic is marble sand. So if you can find marble sand, you use that instead of kind of your fine grade building sand, and you get this kind of glistening touch. So I think this is really easy to do, the render, so it'd be great just to have like loads of little squares where you can just mix different things together and slap them on there and see how it goes. And you can see that, so that's just 3 or 4 days. That's pretty solid. So it's just going to get harder and harder, I guess. So yeah, quick quick video of this demo. It's really great to do this, give me a lot of confidence before we tackle this, which is a 10 by 2 shed on a foundation, basically, I showed in the last video. So hopefully the next video we'll be doing this shed, big style. We're going to rent the pan mixer, and we've got 2 pallets of hempcrete. There's like a third of a pallet there, it stacks tall. So we've got another 1 2/3 pallets of the herd. We've got a whole pallet of meta-kaolin, and we can get hydrated lime from the local store. So framing finished, and get the routing in for the conduits in for the wiring, and then we can start doing the foam boards and start the hempcreting. Okay, hope you enjoyed this. See you in the next one.